Ba-dum, bum, bum. Start streaming. I'm so old and tired. My goodness, I'm eepy. Send help. Ba-ba-ba-ba. YouTube notifications. Do. Copy. Going live. There we go. Just gotta spam my own community Discord. As one dizzity does. Whoops. Going live. Just gotta share this everywhere. As one does. Logically, there's nobody here yet, but if there is anybody here, how you doing? How is life treating you? All right, we are good to go. Good to go. I need copper. Is probably like the main thing we're going to be doing here. Let's go and get some sleep and try to wake up before it gets too late in the day. Ideally, rift activity would go down. Alright, wake up. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Get out of bed. Well, slept through most of the day. You know how it is. Rift activity is still high. Alright, let's go check on my crops. Get some important stuff done first. Break that. And some of these do look like they're about to give me a pumpkin, and then don't. Look at that. Blooming pumpkin vine. Does that mean I'm going to get a pumpkin? Probably not. I would say logically, yes. But this game does not care for your logic. My potatoes are doing alright. Probably look at the furrows. Those do be furrows. Yeah, they're fine. I probably should have put on some Vicks Vapor Rub before going live. For reasons I do not know. My nose is a tiny bit stuffy. I don't think I'm getting sick again. Well, this is just something that I kind of have to live with my body doing every now and then. I am not muted yet. Good, not muted. Alright. How are these crops doing? Quite a bit. Alright. My pineapples are almost done. Alright, so I should put my salt away. Also, both of my cows are pregnant. Oh no, that I said between streams I would dry this salt. And grind it. Didn't do that. But I'm sure anybody who knows me as a person is not surprised I got distracted. What is this, sugarcane? Put that back. Put that away, I don't need this on me. I should probably make a storage for my rot. But I don't need that on me either. I should also put that pumpkin away. Not in here, obviously. Whoa there. Put away my glass. My sticks can go on the ground. Metal parts. Alright. Hello, Laxia. How are you doing? Miten mene. No space. Barely any space. Just gonna put the pumpkin in there. I wish I could store my salt on the ground. I guess I've got this. There we go. Hopefully you're doing alright. Great is good. But how are my bees? Ah, they are ready for harvest. So let's go ahead and grab those. Come on, get my bees. I'm pretty much just catching up on some chores. we're waiting for all of my crops to finish growing. Because I plan on not replanting. I've got way more crops than I need. And because I'm focused so heavily on cooking, I'm not actually getting anything else done. But that's not unusual for me. Alright. Oh, by the way, so I was messing around with the wrench. And I did figure out how to move skeletons and stuff. So this one just kind of sticking outside of the wall. It's not exactly practical, but I can probably do something cool with that. Decoration is good. Maybe have the skeletons look like they're coming out of bony soil or something. Like they're still partially buried. I'd imagine that would look cool. Let's go and grab my candy. Whoops. What I need are backpacks. But I don't have leather. Consider it on the to-do list. Got a very darn long to-do list, considering I don't actually do anything. Oh yeah, so check it out. That guy's still a bull. But both of my cows are pregnant now. Let's go. Can you get pregante? You can tell that my cows are pregnant. And that they've been pregnant before, because they have starch masks. Over there. The bull is high in testosterone. We're going to ignore that bull is the father. Don't think about it. Don't think it, don't say it. Whoop. Whoops. Can I climb this gap? I totally fucking can. Hello, Pocket. Boop-a-doo. How you doing? Alright, there's no way this cave is the entrance to my thing. How do I get to where I was going? Aha! This is what I'm looking for. You alright? It's good to hear. Although Laxia is doing great, so you could be doing better. Gotta work on that. All of my regulars are amazing people and deserve to be amazing all the time. I'm mostly just tired. My nose is stuffy, on and off. I don't think I'm getting sick again. But I am getting annoyed. Like, I'm getting sick of the random stuffy nose. Alright, so while we're over here looking for copper, I might actually steal those aged crates. If I end up with enough space. Is rift activity still super high? Yes. I'm sorry about that. I just like the look of the aged stuff. I do also need resin. I'm going to need resin whether I go. Ooh, look at that, some surface copper. I really gotta get around to making magic repair kits. Darn it, it's poor. Poor, oh, poor copper. But now my staff, he's not doing too well. It is a little bit more than half broken. And I obviously don't have a real way to replace that. And once it's broken for good. Ooh, more copper. Alright. Ow. Where'd this sand come from? Alright, so my pickaxe is not the tool for the job. Alright. Surface copper. Ooh, more copper. Yeah, sand is kind of annoying. There happens to be deserts basically everywhere around where I live, for some reason. Although apparently you can get some pretty wild deserts. Ow, rude. Even up in the frozen north. Alright. Whoa there. Do y'all mind? I don't even know where they came from. Well, they're just being jerks. Come here. Don't... No. Almost feel bad for the poor guy. Not so bad that I'm not going to kill it. Come on. Come here. Don't crawl away so you can start throwing rocks. There we go. Get fucked. What was I talking about? I kind of got distracted. I was attacked by some assholes. I feel like a prized asshole. Nobody even mentions my casserole. Ow. Alright. Real quick. No, does not look like there's any resin on there. I'm always out here looking for resin as it gets dark. Honestly, the regularity with which I wander off looking for things, as soon as I pretty soon won't be able to see, is really high. Oh, by the way, did either of you see my most recent YouTube video that I published a couple minutes ago? Oh, zinc. I worked very hard on it. Yes. Also, I did not work very hard on it. Honestly, the video just made itself, really. It came to me in a vision. And then I'm like, yeah, alright. I'll make this video a reality. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What do we have here? Another translocator. Plate rack. Some flax. Probably going to have to make bandages, so you know what, I'll take it. Ooh, an aged shelf. I don't know if I can store stuff on that, though. Candy should be storable. I don't think it is. I cannot prove or disprove. Rusty gear, I'll leave that there. That's not the first time I found an elk painting. It's gotta be the first time I found this particular elk painting, though. Surely if I've come through here in the past, I picked it up, or I would have picked it up. Ruined chamber. But they're not going to give me scrap metal if I pick it up. Damn it. Yeah, it's one of the better songs in the game when made into a music box. Whoops, what I'm trying to do. Give me that back. Is there anything down here other than just a bunch of quartz? More zinc. But for the purposes of what I'm doing, I'm going to say no. Not really. Whoop. Whoop. And what up? What is that? Oh, it is quartz. I can hear a drifter, so there is no such thing as a moment of peace. I believe zinc is really good in the production of sunblock. I don't think you need sunblock in Vintage Story, but it would be a fun change to make. They can call it the Sunburn Update. Zinc is love. Zinc is life. Nothing. There was a trader caravan around here somewhere. If I can find it again, I might sleep through the night. Might be easier to find copper if I can, you know, see. There it is. I should also be picking up flint while I'm out here. I need a lot of flint so I can make calcined flint. So that I can make, like, 8 more ovens. Am I joking? It remains to be seen. It definitely sounds like something I would do. If I made 9 ovens, would I use 9 ovens? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, it's like, how do you not have a bed in here? Probably should have gone through the effort of making bandages. Alright. Where'd that copper go? It's over here somewhere. So, I don't actually celebrate. And I know that at least Pocket's not in America. So do any of you have any wild plans for Thanksgiving? It's totally possible that I've got American viewers, but when I stream, it's a tiny bit less likely. Do. Alright. There we go. Should be able to actually collect some copper without being buried alive. I say should, because you never actually know. Make sure I'm not muted. Not muted. Let's go. Don't want to repeat. Oh, that one time I was muted for like 25 minutes and nobody said anything. Hello, Bob. How is life treating you, buddy? Right. Dig around a tiny bit more, looking for a copper. Yes. You never don't need copper in this game. Alright, let's go and grab this claystone sand. And there we go. Alright, can probably delete this. Delete it. I need more copper. Oh, look at that. More copper. Boom, boom. You supercharged your hairdryer. Nice, nice. Can it be used to melt plastic? What I need in Vintage Story is a hairdryer hot enough to, like, melt copper. We'll make it easier to make the things that I need. If I had a hairdryer capable of melting copper. Also, one second. Hooey, I'm tired. There should be copper down here. Huh, was that a wolf? Or are the hyenas getting weird with it? Is it within safe limits, though? I suppose safe is good, but is safe fun? Is Safelite repair Safelite replace? I don't need my windshields repaired, but a very catchy jingle for something so simple. Look at all this copper. Look around a tiny bit more. This is probably all I'm going to get, though. Yep, looks like it. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. I should be able to get out. Woot woot. So what have you been up to other than supercharging a hairdryer? You know, life is short. There is copper marked over here. Considering that's what I'm looking for, I should go for that first. Kind of want to wander off into the woods. Life is too short not to wander off into the woods, if you ask me. Especially with rift activity being calm. Now would be the perfect time to wander off into the woods. So I've got a great idea. How many of y'all play Terraria? Ew. It's a lot of flint. What if we played Terraria Master Mode? No, but we did like a fishing playthrough. Where all we did is fish. We'd have to defeat bosses and stuff. But we could only use resources we could get through fishing. Nothing here. Hell yeah. We'll stream it and everything. What's that? Oh, more zinc. If I could find bismuthinite. There is a really good amount of zinc around here. Oh. Oh, sorry, little puppy dog. Get out of here. Oh, I do wish I could tame you. I need to get quite a bit more lucky with my scrap metal if I'm going to tame a shiver. And I want to tame the shiver. But we're having arrival of the blind forest. I am familiar with Ori and the blind forest. Ooh, a ruin. There's a Bowthorn down there, but the Bowthorn ain't hurt nobody. Clay cobblestone with moss layer. This ruin's not that interesting, is it? Maybe there's something behind here. No, there's not. Alright, let's get out of here before that Bowthorn starts sniping me. To the window. To the wall. Bluetooth speakers out of old cassette players. Nice. I wouldn't mind like a cassette player. Make an old-fashioned mixtape. Alright. So those do look like they're just the flowers on the map. I should probably make more blueberry syrup so that I can make more candy for the sake of exploring. Oh, ow. Rude. I'm not going to hurt you because you're just a puppy dog. But that's antisocial behavior. Oh, so we can all be Auris. That's what that is. I wish the Avali model looked better. Or not Avali model, Avali sprite. It makes sense that the Avali sprite's going to be basic, though. Only have so many pixels to work with. You actually have less, or fewer pixels in Terraria than you do in Starbound. So I get why the model does not have the stripe, but without the feather trim, barely look like a volley. Yeah. I'm sure that whoever made the Avali sprite could make more Avali looking Avali. They're just limited by pixels. Which in a game with pixels is going to be the limiting factor. Thank you for checking in, Bob the War Crimes. I hope you enjoy the stream. It's mostly just going to be me digging around and shit. Look at all this copper. Almost got a stack of it. Nice. Get rid of that. I said get rid of that. Hell yeah. Hello, Vicar. How are you doing, Vicar? Hopefully you are living the dream. But you know what I need to do is I need to get to the Steel Age. Not for any of the normal reasons to get into the Steel Age. But because with 2 steel chisels and a steel hammer, I can make something called the True Chisel. Send Vicar here on YouTube. Oh, loose meteoric iron bits. Alright, Vicar, it seems like they want you to come to YouTube to say hello. I've clearly been down there. I guess I just missed some if there's meteoric iron bits here. Do-do-do. Ow, road. Is there more meteoric iron over here, or are those bits just far from home? Claystone gravel. Be easy to see without all this sand everywhere. Yeah, I don't think there's any more meteoric iron here. I think that those bits are just really far from home. Because this is where I found the meteoric iron originally. But with that one piece, I can actually now afford to make a whole nother ingot. I just need to make coal coke or something. Otherwise I do not have a fuel source hot enough to make meteoric iron. Oh yeah, all of the squeaking is the Avali heart sounds. That is just noises the Avalis make though. If you're not bothered by shit platforming, I do have most of a Celeste Let's Play. Actually, I think I only made it to Chapter 4. But they do use the Avali chirp noises from Starbound in that one as well. I think all of the Avali sounds sorry, for this mod were made from scratch. Hyena, I need to collect that copper. I do not want to hurt you. I will do it though. Go away. Listen to it. It's just giggling like a dork after trying to bite me. They're lucky they're cute. That's all I'm saying. Hello, Halcyon. What are your thoughts on hyenas? Are they, or are they not, adorable? I wish they weren't hostile. Of course I could set it to where nothing is hostile. It makes the game a tiny bit too easy, but like, combat's also not difficult or fun. So I'm conflicted. There is a combat overhaul, but I'm pretty sure that the combat overhaul mod is for people who already like the combat and would just like it to be better. I'm functionally a pacifist. Not a big fan of hyenas. I mean, there is no accounting for bad taste, I suppose. I just think they're goofy little dudes. On my community Discord, somebody posted a couple hyena videos. When I say somebody, it would not be hard to find out who. But I'm digging up my copper. I think I hear a shiver. But where? Where is this shiver? There might be more copper here. But I'm nothing if not lazy. So let's go ahead and delete that as it is. Probably get it all. I like the grasshoppers and stuff. They don't add a whole lot. Bob, what the hell? Who are you beefing with? And why? Where's that puppy dog? Totoro, bye-bye. Hyenas are actually more closely related to cats. Oh, but they are definitely running dog software. Native copper. My inventory's getting too full of random shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, medium fertility soil. I think I've got more tin at home. I don't know how much more tin. But like 2 of the 3 things that I would like to make specifically do require copper. I should also really get my chickens out. I've got a golden pheasant cock and 2 hens. I'm just kind of hanging out in my cellar. But they're not doing me any good in my cellar. I need them laying eggs. Otherwise, how am I supposed to make muffins? Ooh, what is that? More flint. It is cool that there is so much flint around. I don't need this much flint. I mean, I do. In fact, it's only a matter of time until I complain about having no flint. Let's go ahead and mark this as a bunch of flint down here. Save it. Make it gray and save it. Yeah, that's totally visible. All right. Aardwolves are also really cool. Big fan of Aardwolves. I cannot remember the artist, but back in 2017. Oh, hello, piggies. I thought you were hyenas. There was a blog called, like, the A is for... It was a joke. Because there were people arguing that the A in LGBTQIA is for ally. And then there were other people arguing that it's for asexual. Hello. I am Aeroace. It's not the only various flavor of queer that I am. Yeah, but one of the times it was A is for Aardwolf. And so I commissioned an artist to draw an Aardwolf holding an asexual flag. I don't technically still have that art. Alright, this is too deep for surface copper. Where'd it go? My pickaxe is almost broken. I suppose it's not too deep for surface copper. But I literally just picked it up. On this block. Alright, still going down. There we go. It's like that meme with the two people mining, and one's given up, and the other one is just rushing towards diamonds. But it's copper, a significantly worse metal. Although as an Avali, I should be able to make electromagnets using copper. I don't know where it came from, but it is canon that Avali crave railguns. And they deserve to have railguns. My pickaxe is actually about to break. I think this is the equivalent of iron tier, and I'm breaking it collecting copper. If I wasn't just conjuring these pickaxes from the aether, well, this would probably look really silly. Actually, you know what? I just thought about something else. There are 3 of the 4 things that I would like to make require specifically copper. Because how cool would it be to make a copper pan? Nope. Nope, that was the right one. Trying to delete it. Delete. There we go. Hyenas are Americans in disguise. Explain. It's just a ruined bridge. Ooh, what was that? Probably just flint. Yeah, just flint. If I can find more meteoric iron, I would like to make kitchen tools out of that. Hello, Mew. Miten mene. How are you doing? Roosters. Oh, they're pheasants. Look how pretty these birds are. I have a couple of them in my cellar that probably really want out. Are you Deathcap? Yeah, it's Deathcap. There's only 2 of them. I'm going to mark those on my map. Mushroom. White. Deathcap. Save it. If I can get 2 more of those, I can start... Oh, that's a dog. I can start cultivating Deathcap. I will kill you with a pickaxe. Back off. I do not want to hurt you, but you will die by my hand. Bust out the shovel. Ow. There we go. You better run, coward. Alright. Gotta keep our eyes open for resources. That's what we're doing here. Kind of. Well, welcome to the channel. I am perhaps not the best Vintage Story player to get, like, accustomed to the game. An aged children's toy. I'm getting stuck in a spiderweb. And a pile of bones. I don't think I can take this one home. Maybe I can take this one home. Boom. I'm playing with a ton of the mods, but Vintage Story is a lot of fun even without mods. I can take it home. Country road to the place I belong. Anything else in here of note? Torch holder. More than what I've got. I should also warn you that I have ADHD. Oh, that's not here or oh, that's a lot of rot. And boom, what is this? Ruined knife, human skull. Put the rocks in there, rocks in there. Yeah, there is only one mod that I really don't like this game without. Ooh, obsidian knife blade. I don't need that. If I have no other mods, I will have expanded foods. My favorite thing to do in this game is just kind of like farm and cook, since the vibes are immaculate. And without expanded foods, cooking is extremely basic. I actually keep getting in fights with Pizza on the official Discord, who was apparently the person who was responsible for the code for cooking in the game. And I'm like, I didn't say it was bad, I just said it was basic. This game is like only a fourth finished, so cooking can eventually be really fun, I'm sure. In fact, I look forward to it. But as it currently exists, like, cooking without expanded foods is, like, really repetitive. Ooh, what is this? Some corroded bust. So this is a better Ruins ruin. It is not added by vanilla. There is a second mod that adds sandwiches. I don't know if you can put jam on them, actually. Surely you can. The sandwiches mod is compatible with expanded foods. And in expanded foods, you can make both peanut butter and jelly. Well, jelly is vanilla. It's also not jelly, it's jam. Because jelly does not jiggle like that. Barricade. Do I want black coal? I probably don't. Do I need black coal? Why do I have 18 boards of walnut on me? This is why I don't have inventory space. I played about 300 hours of vanilla before I actually started. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I played about 300 hours of vanilla before I even touched mods. I want the animal fat as well. I do like how so much of what I'm carrying on me is actually trash, and I'm like, I don't want to get rid of any of it. And this is a nice ruin. I mean, all of the better ruins are nice. Another torch holder. Ooh, a small carcass. And tiny skeleton. So anyway, with this, it's a mod, obviously. This is not a vanilla feature. I can make rust-rotten meat. And rust-rotten meat can be cooked. Used to tame shivers. They like it raw. Only craftable to those with the improviser trait. Maybe you cook it so it lasts longer. No, it does not seem to go bad. Once I have a shiver, we'll have to see if it's better cooked or raw. If it is better raw, I don't know why anybody would go through the trouble of cooking it. I wish I had a hammer on me. Fire clay is useful. Aged debark log is useless. I'm just gonna have to mark this ruin. The Kobold mod was also why you bought... Yeah, I bought this game even before I got into modding, but I am glad that there is finally an Avoli player model. Like, look how adorable my character is. And I'm actually using the same color palette as my own original character. Avoli got popular thanks to a Starbound mod, but my character is actually from modded RimWorld, where they were a necromancer. Avoli are a very low fantasy species, like little to no fantasy even. You'll show off your Avoli necromancer and they're like, oh, that's not very lore friendly, and it's like, oh, I don't actually care. Hardcore parkour. Damn it. This is why I don't do hardcore. Or, this is why I don't do parkour. I tend not to play hardcore in games because I'm bad at staying alive. Nope, I can't jump up there. I do have a bunch of ladders. I suppose I could just stop being silly. Even when I'm trying to stop being silly. I do something stupid. Hello. Iron fence. Somehow only the top. Sunflower seeds. Aged lore book. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here. What is this? Japmala. Alchemist hatch. Lots of good stuff do come. Loot. Make it bright blue so that I know it's important. And then why not? I'll make it a star as well. I should probably head back, because I'm almost out of sunflower candy. You know it'd be fun? And when I say fun, I mean not really lore friendly. It would be cool if with, whatchamacallit, like wind power, you can actually pull taffy. My kingdom for some kind of confectioner's mod. I can't remember. Did I check up here? I don't think I came all the way up here, no. Not that there's a whole lot up here. Alright. I should really head back. Ow. Instead of being smart, though, let's wander off a tiny bit further into the desert. Oh, hello, JJ. Nice, 5-stream streak, not bad. Do not forget to use... Oh, it's just a rooster. Don't forget to use the check-in command, or whatever the hell it is. Channel point reward. It does not do anything, but I will thank you for using it. Where am I? Well, I know where I am. I'm not seeing a ruin. You did already check in? Oh yeah, I somehow missed that. Thank you for checking in, JJ. Vicar also checked in. How am I so far behind on the check-ins? Vicar, how close are we to figuring out how bots work, so we can have one of them keep track of how many times each person has actually done that? Ooh, a raccoon. Welcome back, Laxia. I don't know when you vanished, but you missed a pretty cool ruin. I'll be back to it eventually. Most exciting thing I got out of it is that I've now got 13 pieces of scrap metal. It's not enough to make more than one set of rust-rotted meat. But I do believe you get 8 out of it. And in all of my testing, it only takes like 3.5 to tame a shiver. Made 0 progress due to personal issues. That's totally fair. Honestly, I should research stuff on my own. I just don't have an attention span. Or a brain. I'm stuck. I've got like 4 brain cells, and none of them are working. But that is what it is. Alright, gotta get back home. Country roads. It's not the first time I've done this bit. Right, where is my translocator? Oh, it's partially frozen. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm probably just well adjusted. But every time I see like a large forest or a bunch of peat, I kind of just want to set it on fire. I think I've set a couple redwood forests on fire in my playthrough. Where I live, redwood trees are like the state tree, so you can't even cut those down. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Vicar. Reading a web novel? Or like a novel about webs, or a novel on the web? Who wants to form a book club? I need to read The Locked Tomb. I mean, I don't. I've had people tell me I need to read The Locked Tomb. So I'd like to get around to it. But you know what's more fun? It's a book club. Oh, puppy dog. Wolf. I don't want to hurt you. I hate that they're able to jump as high as I am. I should have an advantage for being a cute bird. What a... Fuck off, wolf. That's what I like to see. I am going to need bushmeat eventually. Where is the entrance to this damn cave? Every time I come back here, I struggle to find the cave entrance. I should mark it with something. But every time I struggle to find the cave entrance, I say that too. It's not up here, it's lower down. But surely, if I just get stuck in trees, I'll find it eventually. Alright, where the hell is it? Probably not in the mouth of that wolf. It's like in the side of this hill. I definitely should have found it by now. Oh, here we go. Probably should have known that was going to be painful. Well, yeah. You gotta smack the wolves a couple times so that they run away. If they don't, they're going to keep chasing me. But I also don't want to kill them. So I just gotta have to stab them with my pickaxe a couple times until they fuck off. You want to hit them enough times that they get the message, but not so many times that you kill them. There is no reason to play functionally as a pacifist. It's just how I do. Alright. What's rift activity? Medium. It's fine. Because we will survive. What's up, Mew? Speaking of Mew, I wonder when somebody's going to add Pokemon to Vintage Story. Not because somebody should, but because it would be really funny. And Cobblemon is a fun mod. There are a lot of aspects to Vintage Story that would make trying to raise Pokemon maybe not fun. But it would be amusing, is what I'm getting at. Alright. Do I have anything that needs to go in here? No. Let's go and eat some salad and then go the feck to sleep. Gotta climb up the ladder. Yeah. Vintage Story does have a lot of aspects of, like, uncompromising difficulty to it. But I'm clearly just playing it as, like, a farming life sim that happens to also contain Eldritch Horror. I don't know how yet, but I think Stardew Valley would be improved with the addition of a tiny bit of Eldritch Horror. Like, I'm not saying that Stardew Valley should have temporal storms, but I'm saying that it could as a treat. Alright, we're gonna put this pile of bones. Oh. Shiver, don't run. Actually, I don't have any meat. Should have killed that wolf. So that I would have meat to tame a Shiver. I guess I could kill a boar. I would feel bad about it. Oh, those big cages are how I move my cows around. Oh yeah, I'm sure that a horror mod 2 could do really well in Vintage Story, considering it's already got its own, like, horror elements. I did not quite double my pineapple seeds. Alright, that's suspicious. Was one of those not ready and I just harvested it anyway? I should have another pineapple. I guess I just accidentally broke one. 'Tis what it is. I don't need pineapple, actually. It's the seeds that I care about. But if I'd noticed that one of those wasn't ready yet, I probably could have gotten 6 seeds instead of 5. But also, I can hold on to these pineapples and make fruit bread. I can't imagine that pumpkin and pineapple would taste very good together. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make pumpkin and pineapple fruit bread. Winter is not done. In fact, it's only the 5th of November. I'm waiting until like the peak of winter so that I can actually see how cold it gets around here. Because it's looking like it's not going to get very cold. Like at all. Let me out. My bees are not done. Of course, I did just harvest those before I wandered off. Very sweet fruit bread. Well, pineapple's... not pineapple. Pumpkin. It helps if I actually say what I mean to say. Pumpkin's got a very subtle flavor to it. I do wish that I could make, like, butter and brown sugar. So that I can, like, bake the pumpkin rind as well. If you've never had pumpkin rind baked with butter and brown sugar, I'd recommend it. It's frickin' delicious. Of course it's gonna be. It's got butter and brown sugar on it, and it's pumpkin. Delicious. Wildcraft Fruit and Nuts does add chocolate. I don't know if you can make chocolate bread, though. If there were full compatibility between Wildcraft Fruit and Nuts and Expanded Foods, I'm sure you would be able to make pumpkin bread. But the compatibility was not full, it was like partial. You could use all of the fruit and some of the nuts in cooking. But unless chocolate was technically a fruit in the eyes of the mod maker, I don't think that you could, no. What am I thinking? Now, somewhere around here, there is a hole, not very deep underground, that just contains several rabbits. If I can find the hair hole, I can get a small amount of meat for my drifter thing. Hello? I'm sorry, but one of you has to die. Ideally, I would kill a male. Oh, I think that's the female. Nope, already killed one. Dead hair. It looks like the female did in fact live. Sorry, little bunnies. Could you not disrupt me while I'm trying to butcher your friend here? Fucking stop pushing me around. Holy shit. I'm never actually going to be able to carve this thing with them pushing me around. Stop it. Damn it, I might need to kill the other ones. Just to fucking... Please stop. Alright. There we go. A single piece of meat. And some free bones. Very small amount of free bones. Oh, I don't even get bones anymore, I just get the carcass. But that is fine. That single piece of red meat is not for me. It is for my future dog. My future dog. Yeah, every time they pushed me or jumped in front of my knife, they were disrupting the harvesting process. So I believe I do actually have a slight penalty. I don't remember how much rot this actually needs. Hopefully I can craft it. I've got the right trait. I might even be doing it wrong. Let's see here. Yes, those need to be in the corner. Do 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 do. Heck yeah! One second. I'm not entirely sure what that noise was. I tried to suppress a cough, and then my body is like, nope, this is coming whether you want it to or not. Fuck. I'm sorry, I should swear less. Shit. I am a 1 metal scrap shy of being able to make more of the meat. The universe is testing me. Hello, Pale Hunter. Check out what I made. I used to tame shivers. They like it raw, only craftable for those with the improviser trait. Which is strange, because you can cook it into cooked meat. But if they prefer the raw meat more, why would you do that? I should probably test it. Maybe cook half of them. Indeed, it's almost time for dog. While we wait for a dog, need to do something with all my human skulls. Alright, you can join the bone pile. All my human skulls. Why are these human skulls not stacking? Well, they do stack. They just weren't stacked earlier, and I did not think to stack them. Okay, let's go ahead and eat more salad. You don't want friends with salad. There we go. Considering all I do is make meals and grow crops, I do spend a lot of time almost starving. Alright, let's go and make more blueberry syrup while we wait. There are not a whole lot of better uses for blueberries than making syrup. And I can make more candy. Ooh, I can also put salt in the candy. Although I don't think I have to do that. How are you doing, Pale Hunter? I don't think I asked. I was too excited to finally have some of the restaurant meat. Boom. Of course, this is no excuse. One should always be a courteous host. Doing good. That's good to hear. Another lunch break stream. Unfortunately, our hours are so different. It is good you are able to catch the stream on your lunch, though. I do need all the regulars I can get. Fresh for 66 days. I should really do something with that. Fresh for 48 days. I don't know why I only bottled 1 liter of the syrup. More rot. Here's what I'm actually looking for. My blueberries. Shit. For now, let's just put my ladders in the cellar. That's where those go. Pineapple seeds, let's go put those away. Won't be able to plant those until next year. I'm curious as to how cold winter actually gets in this region. If this area does not actually get winter, we will be growing oranges, lychee, and pomegranate. Probably only going to be growing those things for making alcohol, but life is short. One can never have enough alcohol. I don't actually drink that much IRL. Put that away. Need all the hand space I can get. Smack you there. Cannot mix fruit. What's in there? Oh, my sugarcane pressed nonsense. I do want that to rot, but I don't want to be carrying it around the whole time. We'll put it in here for now. Although that will slow down its rotting. Oh, it's only 3% spoiled. Right. Give this a squeeze. we're gonna have so much shit. I should watch time, cause as soon as night falls, assuming rift activity does not go down to calm, I should be able to get. I end up missing most of my streams. That is unfortunate. Although 2 a.m. is like when I get off work. So not being awake at 2 a.m. sounds more like a skill issue. I'm joking. Or am I? Just going to temporarily put my staff in my offhand. Nah, being nocturnal doesn't work out for most people. It would be nice if more people were nocturnal, though. You always get people saying shit, it's like, oh, nobody should have to work the night shift. And it's like, I'm only awake at night. I can only work the night, like, late shift. Forcing me to be awake during the day is the same thing as forcing, like, a diurnal person to be awake at night. It's just not good. Very unfortunate. There are definitely people who work the night shift who should not be. They're the people who'd, like, chug a Red Bull in an hour. But are constantly complaining about being tired. I only complain about being tired if the sun is still out. Yeah, nighttime is just a much better time of the day as well. I live in California and it's hot as fuck here, or at least in parts. Do. When there's something strange. And it don't look good. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Making blueberry syrup. I can make so much candy with this, and I'm probably going to. Realistically, what else am I going to do with this candy? I mean, the syrup. Oh, damn it. I accidentally screwed that up. Oh yeah, it's cold at night here as well. I'm not a big fan of temperatures higher than -6 Celsius. Like a sane person, I find that -6 Celsius is the perfect temperature. Or if you want to be a dork about it, roughly 21 Fahrenheit. But I really need to build a home for these chickens. Like, look how pretty these birds are. Very pretty bird. Ignore my staff. It's just getting in the way. Yoink. I believe that'll hold 10 more. Yoink. Yeah, it takes all kinds. Good, I do. I personally can't stand the heat, but I do make that pretty well known. Oh, whoops. Let's not accidentally eat any of my blueberries. These are specifically for candy. Yeah, Mew gets it. I do wish there were, like, more survival things to do in the polar regions in this game. Like, I get that the game is supposed to be hardcore wilderness survival, but I'm clearly not playing it that way. And so as a treat, I should be able to grow crops and shit up there. Somewhere other than underground. Yeah, I live in a particularly warm part of the United States. You can tell by my regular NorCal manner of speaking. Does this go bad? No. No, it does not. Cooking temperature, 888 degrees Celsius. Why would you cook it then? It does not snow where I live, no. I do like the snow. Of course, I've actually not lived anywhere that it's snowed since I've had to commute to work. I'm sure that if I had to walk, drive, or ride my bike in the snow, I would like it a tiny bit less. Probably gonna end up with some really weird portions of juice. But it's fine, I'll just drink whatever is not a round number. Oh yeah, Norway is very pretty. I would like to live in Oulu, Finland. I mean, my ideal is Tampere, but Oulu is closer to the Arctic Circle. There are parts of Finland that are straight up in the Arctic Circle, but those, I'm like 3 or 4 different flavors of queer. And Tampere and Oulu are like the most progressive parts of Finland. Obviously Helsinki is also progressive. But despite the fact that it's the capital, Helsinki is really small. And there's nothing wrong with having a small capital. In fact, the capital city is not often the largest or most populated. I've been very lazily learning Finnish for like 2 years now, and living in Finland would probably make it easier to more actively learn Finnish. Come on. I believe that Denmark, Tanska, is like the nicest or the happiest place in the world or something like that. And then, of course, there's difference in hot, dry and hot humid. Un momento, por favor, pieni hetki, kiitos. I survived. I was sick like a month ago. The fact that I still have this cough is really concerning. I live in the US though, so I can't actually see a doctor. The United States healthcare system is a scam. It's a scam, I say. Although everybody knows that. Was it dark enough that I can find a shiver out here? Shiver me timbers. I'm gonna put my staff away. Well, actually, there is nowhere I can put my staff away. Can I lean it against the wall? I don't think so. Well, there's an empty pile there, so no. Whoops. I can summon another pickaxe. Probably should have known that was going to happen. I should probably terminate that bot on Twitch. Vicar is not here to help me out. Help me, Vicar, I'm scared. 12.5 liters of blackcurrant syrup. Oh, darn it! My whitecurrant juice turned into wine without asking me first. So did my blackcurrant juice. This is why you should not lollygag and just turn those things into syrup. If I had boiled those sooner, we would not be sitting on a bunch of alcohol. That being said, bottoms up. Oh yeah, I forgot about the vision. So I'm not touching my mouse at all right now. This is just what being drunk does to you in the game. Also, if you type, it should do a bunch of typos. Scribble. Lekek? Don't forget to lekek and subscribble. That should be fine. Yes. Please, Vicar. I need you to ban that bot for me. I could do it myself, but then I'd have to, like, tab out. And then I'd have to find out which tab is... Oh shit, both ones. Ow, dicks. I'm just harvesting my pumpkins. Alright. So being drunk doesn't help for this. But we gotta find a shiver. Do-do-do. Please, shiver. I wish to tame you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a tale as old as time, a song as old as rhyme. If I can find a shiver, I'm going to tame one, yes. I would rather tame a cool shiver. What the hell are you? Are you an arcane sentry, or what are you? Fire? Arcane? Oh, that's fire. Nobody cares about Arcane. Also, that is a drone, not a sentry. You would think I would know my own really annoying monsters. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. I actually do not like bow thorns. But taming one would probably be helpful if it actually helps in combat. And have your own little pet sniper rifle. None of my crops are ready to go. I believe everything that I'm still growing is actually cold hardy, so it should be fine. In the meadow we will build a snowman. It's just a drifter. Can I get a shiver, please? I just want to tame a dog. I love my dog. Dog, dog, dog. I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough to find a shiver now that we're actually looking for one. Heck yeah. Obviously it's great when folks are active in chat. But shivers, lurkers really are the backbone of the streaming community. Oh no, that's just that fire drone. Here's a ladder, I don't know why it's there. Excuse me, cows. Shiver. Come here, puppy dog. What should we name the puppy? Puppy dog, okay. Puppy dog, where are you? Puppy dog, follow me. Come with us, puppy dog. Oh, shit. No, I don't want you in here. I want puppy dog in here. Puppy dog, can you figure out how to get through this tiny one-block hole? Just fold in your legs. That is puppy dog. Oh, no, I guess that one's not puppy dog. Defend me, puppy dog. So there is currently a bug with this mod. Hello, Opal. Cooking time is alright. Uh-oh. I do gotta put another peat on that. And boom. Trying to get my pet Shiver indoors. Not a whole lot of luck so far. It'll be easier to get my pet Shiver indoors once daytime rolls around. Pet Shiver? Are you puppy dog or are you the one that bit me in the ass? Probably would help looking for a creature in the dark if I had a torch. But either that is puppy dog, or it is the one that bit me in the ass and suddenly decided that I was no longer to its tastes. How are you doing, Opal? Yeah, normally it takes a lot longer to tame an animal. But the Pet Shiver mod is, unfortunately, a little bit buggy. Currently. Not the right flavor. Well, if you ignore, or if you don't ignore, a volley cannon, apparently their blood is like ammonia-based instead of water-based. So I'd imagine that a volley tastes awful, but also, I don't think Shivers would care. They just don't strike me as like the gourmand type. They certainly seem like a meat is meat sort of animal. Yes, yes. 10 liters of juice. Wheeze in the juice. I was going to do this in a different way, but I decided that way is going to be annoying. Wow. Come on, you're almost done. So it takes about 3 of my peat to make syrup, which is pretty good. The normal peat. Are you my pet shiver? Also, would you stop throwing rocks? Ow. Well, that's just the drifters. I have to be careful. Yeah, that does look like my dog. Flavor. I do spell grey with an E. I don't spell colour with a U. It looks weird with it. Although I will say that armour does look better with a U in it. Armour. I keep my armour in the armoire. Holy shit, syrup takes so long to make. It's almost like boiling all of the water out of berry juice. Takes a while. No, I would not. I'm guessing that's a would you rather kind of question. In which case, for like sanitary reasons, I would have to pick the poop flavored ice cream, because ice cream flavored poop is still poop. Well, it's gonna make you sick. At least the poop flavored ice cream, it would be disgusting, but like it would probably be edible. Chillin', meowing, trying to lay an egg. I wish you the best of luck with that, Opal. Yes, Laxia in the YouTube chat asked if I would rather eat poop-flavored ice cream or ice cream-flavored poop. At which point I said, probably the poop-flavored ice cream. It sounds disgusting, but between the two, it's probably actually edible. Because the poop can taste as good as it wants. It's actual feces and a biohazard. Come on, hurry up. There's no way you're not done. Double toil and trouble. Fire burning, cauldron bubble. Fucking thank you. Alright, which one of you has my syrup in it? This one does. So from 3.3 liters to 15.8 liters. Boom. Eat the meow flavored meow instead. No. Would you rathers have to have like 2 pretty bad options? Otherwise it's like too easy. I should put my berries away, although they're probably just going to go bad. That is my staff, not my berries. Yes, that was the question posed. Where's my dog? Puppy dog, get inside. Come on, puppy dog. Get in here, don't let the bowthorn in. Puppy dog. You know what, whatever. I'll deal with you when it's day. We'll get Puppy Dog in here. Although, with Puppy Dog slowly going feral, we'll probably have to build Puppy Dog its own house. If I try the bone flute, there is a bone whistle that does the same thing as the bone flute. Or maybe not the same thing. That's a lot of bone arrows. Where's that both one? Dude, get a hobby. Puppy dog. Puppy dog, what are you doing? Come on, puppy dog. I think there's a pet bed I can make. I do not know that puppy dog would use it, though. Puppy dog, help me. Puppy dog, you look ridiculous. Would you get out of my berry bushes? Thank you. I don't think it makes a unique sound. It might. I would rather not waste one of my... Honestly, I've got way too many bones. How do you make the bone whistle? Ow. There we go. Protect me, puppy dog. Mm. Defend me, puppy dog. Where'd that drifter go? Oh. Get it, puppy dog. So if you look, puppy dog wants to help me in combat, but it just can't. Get it, puppy dog. Also, don't run through my bushes. Oh, darn it. It's so hard to know which shiver I can smack. Come on. Get it, puppy dog. Oh yeah, puppy dog is taking damage from my bushes, so might want to avoid that, probably. Right, pumpkin. Ow. That vine is withered. Surely this is still growing. Yeah, I know, I'm starving. Break that off. That one's flowering. I can't tell if that's connected to this. Am I supposed to trim the dead vines? Hopefully that pumpkin still grows. No, I cannot put a collar on puppy dog. It would be handy if I could. Let's go address the starvation issues. I've got some really good fruit bread in here. One of these anyway. Alright. Yum yum. Puppy dog, get in the house. To drop it. Oh. 1 second, puppy dog. I'm gonna have to deal with this fucker. Ow. Joke's on you. I'm resistant to fall damage. Get it, puppy dog. Yeah, puppy dog trying to help with combat. He's just going to get it hurt. Oh, damn. And this thing's kicking my butt. And it's dead. Puppy dog, we're gonna have to do something about you, helping with combat. Which, I mean, puppy dog can't. Let's see here. Puppy dog, sit. Puppy dog. How about, stay? Puppy dog. The monster, that was a fire drone. Puppy dog. Yes, puppy dog. Rise! Rise, puppy dog! I should probably be careful. Because basically anything at this point could kill me. Nope, that was just something puppy dog decided to do. I thought that was the speak command in action. Alright, let's go ahead and bandage up for safety. How are you doing? I am Marog. I probably butchered that, my apologies. Olenta de la Pahuelani. I'm actually not using a world generation mod. I shared my settings recently in the official Discord. Puppy dog. Can I make a pet bed? No. Unless it's one word. No, I genuinely cannot make a pet bed. I wonder what mod adds that. Alright, puppy dog. Let's go and find somewhere safe. Here we go. Alright, puppy dog. Stay. Excellent. Now, puppy dog should not wander too far. Puppy dog probably still will. Here. Let me try to find it. As the days go by, water flowing under. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's not that special. So basically I've got land scale cover set to 30%, so my world is 70% ocean. And then I think I've got landform scale set to 175%. So a lot of ocean with large islands. 90% sure that's my settings anyway. Let's see here. Yep. No, land scale cover is 175%. Land cover is 30%. And then landform cover is 300%. I'm probably just confusing folks more. So basically my world is 70% ocean. Islands are large, but not massive. And then landform cover being 300% means that you end up with large, wide mountains like this, as well as big lakes like this. So that's what that being 300% does. There is a mod that adds lakes and rivers, but it is not compatible with Better Ruins. Puppy dog, what the fuck are you doing? Poor creature. No, I can't pet him. Let me pet my dog. Petting my puppy dog. Pet, pet. Adorable creature. Honestly, it's pretty underwhelming. But if the developer ever does update that mod, it would be cool to have like a Shiver hunting dog. Hopefully this is still growing. It is not attached to a living vine, but it's not like I broke the withered vine. What, the temporal stability went up from calm? Do you mean like what caused my temporal stability to go back up? I am confused by this question. And of course I am just dumb. My temporal stability only went down earlier because I was hanging out in a rift. Certain areas in the map, randomly generated, are going to be of high or low temporal stability. So basically some places are just not safe to live, because the vibe is ominous. Alright, let's go ahead and bring out my salad stuff. Can I put peanuts as they are in a salad? Let's find out. Also, that doesn't go there. That goes there. Peanuts? Yes. Yes, I can. Good, good. Some smoked fish. Boom. Meaty salad. Can I put corn in there? These mods aren't compatible, so I probably can't. No, 'twas worth a try. Who doesn't want full corn in their salad? Let's go and grab 6 of these. And then 6 of this, and then I'll be good. Perfect. Only make the most delicious salads. You can actually make salad dressing. It's a lot of steps, but it is pretty decent. Smack you there, go ahead and eat up. Alright. What do I still need to be doing? Oh, 1 second. Plenty of stuff that still needs doing. Go ahead and grab my chickens. I also need to make a proper butchering table. It is on the to-do list. You having fun over there, puppy dog? What is your tameness level at? Your obedience is actually at 0, so puppy dog should not listen to a word I say. There you go, your obedience is now at 100%. Alright, puppy dog. Speak. Fascinatingly, that doesn't do anything. Alright, puppy dog, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. What a silly dog. Are you Walnut? No. It's Oak. Are you Walnut? Yes. I need to make fences. Does anybody remember how to make fences? That's probably way more fences than I need. I'm not entirely sure why I'm like this. Uh-oh, hot dog. You don't remember how to make fences? Well, that's alright, I figured it out. Whoops, that's not what I want that at all. One of the things I should make with all this copper I've got, actually, is a lightning rod. My cows can survive being struck by lightning, but my chickens sure as hell can't. Fuck. Don't worry about that. What if JJ is going to rephrase the question? Could just be stupid. But I'm not entirely sure what JJ is asking about with the temporal stability. Small trough. What the hell? Is there another monster in my holes? Get out of my holes. Yes, there is. He's pretty harmless. I have those holes there so that I can make earthworm castings. But monsters really like to get stuck in there for some reason. Alright, so you here. I cannot let these guys out yet. Until I fill that with dirt. Probably don't waste medium fertility soil. Not that it's a waste, giving my chickens better soil. But it's pretty much a waste giving my chickens better soil. Arid packed dirt. That sounds like something chickens would appreciate. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's already 6:14. Gotta do some in-game chores before I gotta go to bed. Of course, there are plenty of IRL chores I should be doing. Alright. It's not the most humane home. I don't want to accidentally hurt the chicken. Alright, you're good. Look at these babies. Oh yeah, I don't have hen boxes for them yet. Okay, we can put these away. Where is a good spot for these? Obviously on the ground, but like where? Where on the ground? Right, there we go. Now a hen box is... First of all, one word. Oh, so that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, it's just some grass and planks. Let's go ahead and make two. The rooster does not need a hen box. Last I checked. Two there. Alright, 2 hen boxes. I can give them some breadcrumbs and then they will start laying eggs. And then I can make much better bread. I don't know if I can use these to climb out of here, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll just put them there. That should be totally fine. Let's go and get these guys fed, and then I should probably start focusing on my other more important tasks. Now, unfortunately, my computer desk will not fit in my bedroom, so I've got it set up in the dining room. Gonna need to build Puppy Dog a house. Puppy Dog does not need a house. But it's kind of freaking out over there. Alright. Here you go. You kids grow strong now. Alright, put the breadcrumbs away. Probably going to have to find my hammer. I've got a couple hammers that are almost broken, assuming I've not been more diligent about not doing that. You're still full. This one's almost broken. And you are also almost broken. Let's go ahead and start breaking some of this copper. No, not that. Don't switch to the full one. What's wrong with you? Alright. Grab my crucible. Smack you there. And 200 units. What is rift activity? Oh, it's calm, so we'll be totally fine. Let's go and grab some of my rot-soaked peat. And wherever my charcoal is, I'm going to need that as well. Smack you in there. Let's go ahead and light it up. Excuse me, random human corpse. So it's not a random human corpse. It's a pile of bones. Put you back. I'll probably rotate those and sink them into the rocks, dirt. I probably meant to do that, but it was very likely attacked by a monster of some kind. You know how it is. I'm just not allowed to have nice things. Monsters show up when decide to ambush me. Not Puppy Dog, though. Puppy Dog's a good dog. I wonder if I ever did get a response to that. Vintage story, ModDB. No, I have not. Received a reply. Would you stop attacking me? Come on, rift activity was low, or it was peaceful, calm even. And then I tab out and suddenly I'm getting shot at. That's what I get for trying to be productive at night, I suppose. Well, I should be able to get a full night's sleep. And my shit will still be burning. The oven works like that anyway. I don't know that... Oh, this stuff does. And I'm starving to death. Seems like everything is not coming up Millhouse. Put that back down. I do often take advantage of the fact that when you pick stuff up, it goes to the first open slot of your hotbar. How you doing? I'm still burning strong. But y'all go away. Alright. Alright, that one's dead. I'm dead. That is Puppy Dog. Come on, kill it. I'm dead. You try to be productive. And then monsters are like, the bitch you thought. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of the day at work, Pale Hunter. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I don't happen to be the sharpest tool in the shed. Look at Puppy Dog over there living its best life. Right, that shiver is not Puppy Dog. That other directional volume is off its shits. Nope, there's that dog. I'm sorry, little buddy. I wish I did not have to kill them. Honestly, if something doesn't attack me first, it gets to live. The monsters have yet to get there, but honestly, if they do get too annoying, I'll just set them to passive. Excellent. I just have to turn 3 of these into seeds. So might as well do that now. I need pumpkins for my muffins, however, it's more important that I be able to grow significantly more pumpkins next year. 12 is a good amount of pumpkin seeds. So even though I should turn that one into seeds, I won't. Much shorter pumpkin vine. This one is flowering, but that might be the last pumpkin I get this year. Just gonna put these down here. Nope, not there. Honestly, I should fire these, and then I'll have more anvils to work with. Put those down, holy shit. I'm over here struggling with basic controls. Not acting like somebody who's got 100 hours in this darn game. Right, where's my brown coal? I've been using it for this stuff. Oh yeah, I've got 100 hours in almost just this save. Okay, where are you? There you are. Come on. Come down here so you can die properly. Yep, get down. Oh, honestly, if I could fly, it would be that annoying as well. Get it, Puppy Dog. And protect your master. Alright, dead. Oh good, Puppy Dog is full health. It did take some damage from my plants. Puppy Dog's hanging out. Living its best life. I've got Puppy Dog guarding the bees currently. Alright. Pour in some metal. Gonna put that back. Oh, I do need to light this up. Well, I do need to go all night. I'm going to light it up like it's dynamite. God, there's so much I need to do. Cold. Aw, weather's too cold for the bees to fly. Can you believe this shit, Puppy Dog? It's hard to tell, because Puppy Dog is very stoic, but it is also nonplussed. The audacity. What? Right, Puppy Dog? Tell the world how you really feel. Alright. I guess I can refocus my efforts on trying to push that into the wall. If I can find what I did with my wrench. It's not in here. Really no room for it to be in there. It's It's not in here. There we go. What did I actually do with my wrench? It's not on me. Wrench. Huh. Here's my wrench. Okay. No, not like that. There we go. Facing south. Perfect. So yeah, using the chisel, I can make skeletons look partially buried. Not the chisel, the wrench. You know, the tool you would use to bury skeletons partially. 1 second. Alright. Are you done yet? No. Look at this dead surface drifter. To think if Puppy Dog was not friendly to me. Oh. When you carve it, its jaws open wide. When its jaws open wide and there's more jaws inside. What's amore? Hello there, cows. Are y'all still pregnant? Huh. Y'all are eating, so where are my eggs? I need liquid eggs so I can make pineapple pumpkin muffins. I don't know that that would be any good, but it's what I want to make. Honestly, pineapple goes with everything. Whoops. I probably should close more doors around my house, but I don't have to. How long are you fresh for? 64 days. You're only fresh for 22 days. I should get some eggs before then. If it does take me more than 22 days to get eggs, I'm going to assume that my pheasants are defective. I don't know how often pheasants in real life lay eggs. Presumably not daily, like domesticated chickens. But considering these are just retextured chickens, they should produce eggs whenever they're fed. In the dark of the night, evil will find her. Deck. Chores. Is pregnant. Is pregante. Yeah, they're already eating. In fact, my chickens are voracious. They're just not laying eggs. Perhaps this is some kind of protest. Hello, magenta lizard. Feverstone Wilds does not have it yet. But they will eventually have giant spider mounts. I don't know that I've ever had an egg that had 2 yolks, but you can buy them like that. I don't have a spider, but I do have Puppy Dog. Puppy Dog the surface drifter. Pet the Puppy Dog. Alright. Puppy Dog guards the bees. No, the Tameable Shivers mod is partially broken. Now, the Shivers cannot help you in combat, which is unfortunate, because it would be nice to have like a Shiver hunting dog. Oh, hell yeah. Already getting some eggs. It's only the 2. Housemate's leaving for work now. Oh, I do have work, and I should probably do some actual chores. But as soon as we make ourselves some really good muffins, I'm probably gonna stop streaming. I still have to take a shower. Need to shave. Unfortunately, I'd have to sleep eventually. I only do laundry once a week. And considering I did that on... Did I do laundry Sunday? I think I did that Sunday. I don't need to do it again is what I'm getting at here. Yet. Oh yeah, so I didn't show it off, but between streams, while I was figuring out how the wrench works, I also lowered this. I put my wrench away. But I lowered the gravestone, so instead of looking like a gravestone, it looks like I just have a stick with a skull on the end of it. I wouldn't want to be the Spider Queen. I mean, first of all, I'm non-binary, and second of all, I would like some bone blocks or something. Because, like, look how cool all these bones are. I've got these piles of corpses, I've got these piles of bones. If you've ever seen the Paris Catacombs, it would be really sweet if I could build something like that. Free up some space by stacking that there. Let's go and eat some more of my salad. Some damn good salad. Of course, a lot of work went into the creation of it. And 13 degrees Celsius. Yes. So my bees are able to go out foraging now. Come on, chickens. Well, they're not chickens. Come on, pheasants. Give me more eggs. What do you mean they would be less stressed out if I would stop bothering them? If they lay eggs, they can eat again, and then I can feed them. And then I can make some bomb-ass muffins. Is there anybody else here, old and tired? There are several reasons that it is much more convenient to have been born, or assigned male at birth, rather. Like menstruation? That sounds fucking horrible. Thoughts on the firearms mod? I've never personally used it. If making bullets is more annoying than making arrows, I would never do so. I've got all of these traits that make me do more ranged damage, as well as have ranged accuracy and distance. Don't do it. I even found a bow and a quiver in a ruin when I've not thought to start doing alchemy. Just use a mold for firearms. I do think it would be funny if, as an Avali, you could make a Gauss rifle. I don't know where the Avali are obsessed with railguns lore came from. But a Gauss rifle is kind of just like a little handheld railgun. Yeah, I've just been moving my skeletons around. I don't know if it's been fixed yet. I've not updated my mods for a while. But I do know that the Avali model, the combat overhaul animations for bows and firearms do not work. Like, they're functional. They're just really awkward looking. And then, of course, everything looks weird in third person. But when you are just a little bird, everything's gonna look weird. Oh great, there's one of those fuckers. Why won't they just leave me alone? Leave Brittany alone! More eggs? No. I'll stop bothering them so they can eat. Ooh, another pumpkin. Yoink. Any more dead vines to trim? Well, that's an awkward place for a dead vine. Because that vine's not dead. You're withered. More of them are flowering, which is definitely a good sign. I guess I'll break this. Goodbye, living vine. it still has a chance to expand if I do kill the dead vines. Also have to keep the grass short, or I guess trimmed completely, around the pumpkins, but that's almost really not been an issue. Of course, I am staying on top of it. Fuck, I've got no inventory space. And several items that should be in my cellar and aren't. But my potatoes. So many of my crops start with the letter P. I grow pumpkins, parsnips, pineapples, potatoes. I'm not actually growing parsnips. They should be fine now. Oh damn, I gotta go through all my... What are they called? Well, I've gotta go through a lot of my food. Cow parsley. Let's go and just place these randomly. That's how I clear my inventory. Not that. Boom. Whoops. How long is my fish fresh for? 4 hours. I should do something with that. Let's harvest my pumpkins first. Or potatoes. I've been harvesting my pumpkins this entire time. I'm harvesting my pumpkins right now. There are none ready for harvest. Alright, let it go. I'll probably get at least one more. Because this one's blooming. It's withered. Growth stage 6 of 8. This one's also blooming. You're withered. Growth speed. I wonder if slower growth speed isn't better for pumpkins. Anyway, let's harvest my potatoes. And then try to save my fish. Because if I can smoke more fish, I should really get around to doing that. Well, I guess these potatoes aren't quite ready to go. They will be soon. My plan is to harvest all of my crops that I've already got planted. And then instead of planting more crops, because I've already got way more than I know what to do with, I might use the winter to do some proactive shit. Like maybe actually build a fucking house. One could dream, am I right? Boom. All this spelt will be growing in sooner than later. I don't need this much spelt. I would explain myself, but I couldn't tell you why I planted so much of it. I do need it for making mushroom alcohol, but you know what I don't need is this much of it. Alright. Darn. That was only worth 52 potatoes. But like, don't get me wrong, that is plenty of potatoes. And I'll still get a tiny bit more from the other thing as soon as that's done. But what I have to do is I have to pickle my potatoes, and then I have to fry them in corn oil for preservation. I can also make cornbread rusks. Where is my bread? Oh no. Oh yeah, I said I was going to save my fish. Let's carry this. Anyway, I can probably give it to my chickens. Surely they've got a tiny bit more room for food. Rift activity is high. On the off chance that high is just French for calm, we're gonna do chores regardless. Eggs. Stack these. Fresh for 5 days. Alright, y'all, keep up what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Also, there are 2 hen boxes. You two don't have to share. I mean, if they want to, they can. I'm not telling them they can't do that. Fuck. Well, that's a good thing I got a shovel. Alright, where you at? Get down here where I can actually hit you. Ow, jerk. Come on. Honestly, the shovel seems like a pretty darn good weapon. On account of the fact that there is no, like, swing animation. I cannot swing it as quickly as I can push the button. But it's swung not a whole lot slower than that. Fresh for 20 days. What is that? Oh, raw. Ovulated fish eggs are good, because you can use them to increase the population of the pond. I'm going to pick you up. Boom. Oh, these ones are ovulated. Look at that. Put those down. Let's go ahead and eat these raw fish eggs while underwater. It's the perfect atmosphere for dining on caviar. You actually can make caviar using raw fish eggs and salt. But it does not stay good for very long. So unless they had a way to preserve the caviar, I don't know why you would do that. Maybe if you upped the amount of fish eggs you actually got from doing this in the config, it could be worth doing. Because if I remember correctly, caviar can be used in meals. But, like, you're never going to get enough of it to do that. So it's just a strange addition. Although, to be fair, Expanded Foods has a ton of stuff to do with fish. And unless you've got a mod like Primitive Survival that lets you farm those. Yeah, there are women that can grow beards. It's a condition called PCOS, I believe. Can't remember what it stands for at the moment. A lot of people have it, although not a lot of people are able to grow beards. It isn't usually that extreme, but it can be. Where's my knife? Surely I didn't just put it away when I'm actively trying to do stuff. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Grab you. Gotta cut up this rope. Boom, cordage. Drop those for now. Yes, this is the last time I fish. 17 hours. Put it in here. I've got 3 days to get 2 more fish. Sounds doable to me. A lot of little dudes out here. Alright. Ow, dick. I'm just trying to smoke my meat. Smoking is bad, kids. Just come out here to smoke some meat and get little fuckers throwing rocks and shit at you. Right. Get over here. I want you to know you're not challenging, you're just annoying as hell. Come on. Don't walk away. Always picking fights they can't finish. Well, anyway, let's ignore those shitheads. Gotta start this. Smoke some meat. Do. Let me fucking start this. Alright. You'll never take me alive, Saga. Out of bandages. I can make candy. Candy has some healing. For some reason. Sunflower grain. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. That song is not actually stuck in my head. You would think it is, considering that's like the 4th or 5th time I randomly started singing it. Alright. I must rapidly make some candy so I don't die of death. You ever do that IRL? Some strange monster starts throwing rocks at you, so you're like, I must quickly make candy. It is the only thing that can heal what ails me. Why are my controls reversed? Was this supposed to be disorientation caused by the being near death? Put those back down. Why can't I open the storage? That is. I wish my taskbar would go away. Fuck off, taskbar, nobody likes you. Of course, I cannot play full screen, otherwise I won't be able to see chat. It is strange, because that's not true of every game I play. In Silksong, I can go full screen and still see chat. But in Voices of the Void and Vintage Story, if I go full screen, chat is hidden. Despite the fact that it's supposed to stay on the very top. Alright. Don't want to eat more of those. Let's go ahead and put you back. I will make more grain. That's too early to go to bed. So we'll just do this until I'm out of syrup. I'm not a big fan of Snickers, but I just don't like caramel. I know that you're not you when you're hungry, but I'm going to stay hungry if my only option is a Snickers bar. You know what I do like? I do like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I prefer the dark chocolate ones, but guess what you can't fucking buy anywhere? You can buy thin Reese's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. But it's not the same. Like, the balance is off. There's like an equal amount of chocolate and peanut butter when there should be more peanut butter. I could also be crazy, but like, I swear, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are like more oily than I remember. And like, yeah, peanut butter contains oil. But like, have they always been so oily? Or is it just the thins that seem more oily than usual? Alright. More candy. Let's go and throw my potatoes in here for now. I'll even throw those in there. My rift activity has been high. All fucking... like the entire stream. My rift activity was calm for like a tiny bit. And then in the short time it took me to try to start making copper, my rift activity went back up to fucking high. Which is fine, but like I said, the monsters... like, combat's not even fun. Or challenging. Like, I'm sure it can be challenging if you're further from home. But like, I don't like the combat. It does not suit itself well to my cottagecore ass lifestyle. I'm just here to grow food, make food. Alright, sleep well, Pocket. I will be stopping the stream and going to bed myself sooner than later. Oh, there's still fuckers out here. Come on. Let's get this over with. And it's dead. Order of operations, check my pumpkins. Hell yeah, I'm getting more pumpkins. Couple more pumpkins from the looks of it. Probably going to end up with more pumpkins than pineapple for sure. I don't know how many slices of pineapple you get per pineapple. It seems a little low. Ow, my neck. But it's fine, because we're just going to use it to make muffins. Muffins. Oh, don't want to bother that asshole. Alright, what are we looking at here? 8 of 9, 7 of 9. I don't want the furrows to stay full, so I gotta be checking on those every now and then again as well. As soon as I'm done with the crops for the year, we can start ignoring the furrows. 7 degrees Celsius. Although it is almost December. So I'm sure it'll get colder, but we still don't know if it's going to drop below 0. 2 of 4 of these are good to go. It's too cold for the bees to fly. I don't think that's true. I think you're making excuses for the bees. Yoink, yoink. Right, let's go ahead and add this to my collection. Well, add this to my collection. Check on my chickens. And if my chickens are in need of food, I feed them. Grab whatever eggs are there. Then we make some muffins, because I still gotta shower and stuff before bed. I'll put that down. Wait, there we go. Chickens. Buck, buck. Really? An egg? Alright. I would need to give them a much more private house if I want them to actually, like, reproduce. Chickens are very shy birds. It's not even true. But these are wild birds. So me walking up to their little love shack every couple of minutes does not lend itself well. Alright. 0.6 liters. Grab you. How do I open this? Could have sworn there was a way to open it that doesn't involve doing that. Alright, 6 liters. Let's go ahead and drink the rest. Chug chug. Got milk. Alright, put this back. Alright, food oil. Which I should have like a pitiful amount of. Oh, 0.6 liters exactly. Mm, 0.6 liters of food oil. I think that's actually all I can put in there. No, I can put yeast. I do not want my bread to be weaker than it could be. Wild yeast. Fresh for 69 days. Fuck yeah, wild yeast. Unfortunately, I cannot drink the rest of my wild yeast. I mean, I don't know why I would do that. Funny, I guess? Alright, now. Let's go ahead and grab 6 rice flour. Well, let's grab 6 rice grain. Turn that into 6 rice flour. Hopefully I get at least 3 pieces of pineapple per pineapple. I don't know, I wouldn't. But if I can't, I'll get even less bread than I thought I was getting. Actually, I'm not making bread, I'm making muffins. And if you want to know why I'm only using 2 ingredients per fruit bread and muffin, it's because Leitman for some reason decided to nerf the bread. So you can only use 2 fruit per. And well, I don't have that limitation yet, because I have not updated I need to try to get used to the limitation. Might as well. Oh yeah, Reese's peanut butter cups are basically like solid crack, but not like actual crack cocaine. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs type shit. Pineapples. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, I get 12 pieces per. Do I have to get you up further? No. How long are you fresh in storage? Only 7 days. I'm gonna have to do something with the remaining 18 pineapple. Can I put you in here? No. Oh, those are eggshells. Muffin dough. Why can't I put cracked eggshells in my muffins? What cruel twist of fate does not allow this? How do I cut you up? Gives me 4 pieces. Before I do that, let's go ahead and cut up another one. Boom. I don't have anywhere in my cellar for 2 of these. The hell are you? Right. Go ahead and grab these. Boom. Muffin dough, muffin dough. Can you add salt to muffins? I know you can in real life. I'm pretty sure you can in the game as well. I just didn't because I didn't think about it, and it is too late now. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. There is that funny Chuck E. Cheese's It's Hip to Be Square video. Where they were talking about how it's not cool to do drugs, but everybody in the ad was clearly on drugs. Fresh for 7 days in there. Of course, I'm not keeping it in there, I'm just doing that for storage. Am I losing buckets? Oh, never mind. I actually do have all 5. They're just not stacked, because I'm dumb. Let's go and grab some fatter wood. Oh, there's a shiver up there. It's probably not puppy dog. Actually, you know what? That probably is puppy dog. I'm under my bee houses right now. I wish I could build a proper little home with a pet bed and everything for puppy dog. But honestly, the main reason I was looking for like a tameable shiver is that could you imagine how cool it would be to have like a shiver hunting dog? Hello, puppy dog. I could hear you from down in the basement. I love my dog. 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 Any of my pumpkins ready? No. Actually, the only reason I'm making so few muffins now is that I only got the 6 egg. So if I'm fast about getting more eggs, I can make more pumpkin pineapple muffins. I can even remember to put salt in them. I don't think salt adds anything like satiety-wise, but it does make it last longer in storage. Although for stuff like muffins, not a whole lot. I love my dog. 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 I love my dog. 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 I need to finish Hollow Knight Silksong. Problem is it's been so long since I've played Hollow Knight Silksong that I'm going to spend like the entire first 6 hours of the 3-hour stream dying repeatedly. And then Vicar, who's like editing together a death compilation, assuming they're still doing that, for their own sanity, I hope they're not, will just be like, please, Satu, stop dying. Stop, stop, they're already dead. Come on, come on. Muffins. Where are the raw ones? There we go. Let's go ahead and see how good these are, and then I gotta go to bed. Kind of. I gotta do some chores and then go to bed. So before, I covered that I'm in syrup. It's 120 fruit satiety. 248 vegetable. 280 protein, 119 grain, and 15 dairy. I do have Twitch. I dual stream, and have been since like July of last year. I meant this year. Honestly, if I've been streaming for well over a year, I would hopefully have more than 1,061 subscribers or whatever I'm at. Although this channel is about 13, 14 years old. And it took me like well over a decade to even hit 1,000. And the point is to never give up on your dreams. Alright, there we go. Although, I really don't. I'm not doing this to make any amount of money. Don't get me wrong, money is nice. And I am making small amounts of cash. The main reason I'm streaming is I just want attention from strangers. The most valid reason to stream. I wish Final Fantasy 15 was better. It's not a terrible game, but like it's just not great. In fact, I don't think Final Fantasy 15 was finished. Why am I suddenly unable to make S sounds? Yeah, let's go and smack those there. Let's see how good these are in storage, because that's going to be the true test of a good muffin. Fresh for 65 days. Boom. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, using milk for anything other than cottage cheese is kind of a waste. Although, Leitman, the developer of Expanded Foods, is nerfing pretty much everything. I don't think he's nerfing it, like, into the ground. But it is always sad to see the mod, like, a mod you like so much, get nerfed for seemingly no reason. He doesn't want the food to be better than vanilla. But, like, it's called Expanded Foods. If you're going to expand on the food, you want it to be better as well. If you're going to make, like, something a 700-step process, some amount of reward for that 700-step process is nice. I should stop streaming. I've got stuff to do. Hello there. Can I have some eggs? Thank you. Incubation time remaining 5 days. It didn't actually say that it needed a broody hen, did it? Logically it does. I don't know why it wouldn't say that it do. All I know is that Sega does what Nintendo don't. How long are you fresh for? 18 days? Alright, I do gotta do the outro. Need to eat some food, shower, go to bed. The works. So it's gonna hang out up here. Next stream is probably going to be just more crop stuff. I can make some cornbread, rusks. Probably make more damn good muffins. Ooh, all of my bees are ready to go. But yeah, so if you've been hanging out, whether you're chatting or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you are watching this video at some point in the future as like a VOD, and have somehow watched the entire thing, then you have the patience of a saint and are equally appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell.